your time on this. This shouldn't be a quick lesson at all. You guys should probably start in pencil, and then once you start in pencil, you can then trace later. So I'm actually going to draw a marker just so you can see. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw the head. Start with the shape of your head. Remember, if it looks like an egg, flip it upside down. It's a great chin. Once you draw the head, 2 straight lines, and then your shoulders. You can add a shirt later if you want. So if you want a shirt, you would just add a curve. What I would do is I would make a line down the middle. I'm going to do it in pencil so you can kind of get the idea that this would be erased. Okay. You would have your nose. This is about halfway. Your nose is a little bit below it. Above the middle of the paper would be your eyes, about here. And then between here and here, which is your nose, this would be your mouth. So I have my eyes here, my nose, and my mouth. Hopefully you can see that. Once you draw that, you guys are going to start with your eyes. I'm actually going to start with the curve of the eye and then the bottom. Draw the pupil, 2 curves on the side, pupil in the middle. Okay, so it's a football shape, 2 curves and a pupil. Then draw your eyelid, starting from the middle, go out. And then for anyone, you can add your eyelashes if you want. They curve to the left, straight up and down, and curve to the right. You do not have to add eyelashes if you're not into it. Now, for the nose, we're going to do a couple of things. I know I just moved my hand, but I want to see the picture just to make sure that I'm doing it well for you guys. The nose is going to do this. You're going to have a curve here. And then, once you do the curve, make sure it's not too wide, because otherwise your nose would be this big. So make sure it's about proportionate. You're going to make a curve right here. Stop at the line. Then, once you have these 2 shapes, you're just going to make a line that comes up towards the eye. Now, I did forget the eyebrow. I would draw the shape of the eye. And then, to make it realistic, this is what I would do. Straight up and down. And then once you start moving them, like they're falling down, you can thicken them up if you want. You can thin them out. It's your choice. But this is how your real eyebrows would go. It would go straight and then on an angle. Once you do that, you're going to add your lips. The lips would start in the middle, and then you would come down, and then back. Come straight across, and there would be your lips. If you want them smiling, you just curve this corner. Ears. Your ears would go from your eye to your nose. Start with the ear, curve out, and then make a smaller curve. Inside the ear, curve on top, and then your hole in your ear. You can add an earring here if you'd like. You can add whatever you want. It's your choice. If you feel like you want to add an earring, that's fine. If you don't want to add an earring, that's also fine. But we do want to add these couple of things. Now, if you want your person to be shaded only in this black and white, you would have natural shading on the side of the nose, on the side here too, and underneath. You can then take your finger and you can smear it. If you have natural shading on the lip, you would have the upper lip would be shaded and right underneath. You would also have natural shading under your eye and a little on the corner. And that would be your natural shading spots. You would also, I forgot this part, but under the chin and right on the side of the ear. For hair, make sure that you make your hair come to the ear. If you don't, you're going to look bald. So let's say you have hair that curves to the side. Your hair is taller than your head. I know it looks strange, but your head's actually quite high. Make sure your hair comes down and then come down. You're going to just pretend that ends here. In your case, you can just leave this blank. On this side, you are going to draw all things that are all about you. It could be anything you want. It could be art supplies. It could be sports. It could be teams that you like. You could draw really anything you want, as long as it's detailed and takes up this whole side of the picture. Once you are finished, you are going to color this side. So this side is colored. This side can be black and white, or you can make it color. It's your choice. You can use watercolors, crayons, colored pencils. I probably would stay away from markers just because markers aren't, they could smear with the watercolors unless you're going to use permanent markers, and then it won't be a problem. When you are done, you are going to take a picture. Make sure, I'll do it with you right now. Make sure that you take off the live button if you have it on your screen. Make sure it's centered. Take a picture, and then you will put it onto Schoology as your assignment. If you do not attach it and do not put in Schoology, I will not give you a grade, which means you did all that work for nothing and got a 0 probably. So please make sure to take your time on this. Use different colors, maybe use different mediums, and also make sure to take a really good picture so I can give you the best grade I can give you, because you deserve a great grade because you probably worked super hard on it. If you have any questions, you can chat me, email me, whatever you need, and I'll write back as soon as I can. Hope to see your work soon.